This is our first match that we will show on this stream of Winners Round 2. Krono is our number 4 seed in the whole tournament. Duncan, number 13. And, the card.
Oh
no.
My God.
Oh, no. So, Valkyrie Dimension Expert was vetoed. Rising Firehawk Challenge was vetoed.
But they left us with Oversoul Challenge, fine. And the first of who knows how many Degris. And then if we go on One Piece, we're going to have Sword of Vengeance to round it out. So, a little bit of everything, but, you know, some mixed opinions I see from chat. Everyone remembers Degris Gate from Upbeat. We still haven't recovered from it.
Krono is one of those guys that practices Deggers a lot. He is very consistent on it. He is very comfortable on it. He's the kind of person that, you know, when he sees it in a card, he says, bring it on. So we've had a million lead changes. We've had some 1EX score gaps in round 1. And we have our first Deggers in the 5th match of this bracket. Chaos.
And what a fun song for them to warm up with. Everyone back here. So, shout out to Team Heron. You know, we have our mics right here, so no matter what the result, I guarantee you're going to hear a lot of noise. Team Heron members all of them came here for this tournament and have just been doing nothing but making noise. They made signs for their team members, several signs to just hand out to the audience. And every single time one of their members came up in pulls, you just heard nothing but just like a cheering squad going on behind them. It's been such a fun time, and this is like their celebration. This is their celebration right now. I want them both to win, but like unfortunately, that's just not how this bracket works today.
Yep. Saw the chatter in chat about Rising Firehawk Challenge. I can't verify that one way or the other right now, but what can happen in these scenarios is if the wrong thing gets drawn, they'll just act like it's the thing it's supposed to be. So it could have been that was going to count as Perfect Eater, and that was what got vetoed instead. But either way, it got vetoed, whatever it was. And wait, Krono just flagged that.
Yo, wait. Krono. Bro, chill. See, this is what you were saying. This is what we were talking about. Just like, yo, I'm just gonna run up here and just get a One Piece. I took all of the nuggies and left y'all with one.
That's crazy. Solo uno. Nutty. Krono repping Puerto Rico. All right, Oversoul Challenge. That's not Oversoul.
There we are.
Oversoul Challenge, one of the first in the wave of kind of Konami's new push of adding harder challenge charts to all their new songs pretty much one mix later.
Uh-oh, stuck button. There we go. That is.
That was exciting. I was like, I don't know what this strat is. Is this some like secret code? I don't know.
Uh-oh. Testing epilepsy test? No, we don't do that here. No. All right. So they are setting their mods. So one thing you will notice about Krono does play off network in Puerto Rico. Unfortunately, there is no official EMUs in Puerto Rico. However, when Krono does travel stateside, that's when you'll see Krono get a lot of practice on EMUs. Dunk, as you see, with a PFC 48 as his BB. Either way, chat, we about to bird up in here. Let's go. Match 1, Oversoul Challenge. Let's do it.
This is a kind of well-rounded 17. A lot of streams, some crossovers, some step jumps. Little kitchen sinky. As far as 17s go, fairly friendly, so we might see some very low perfect counts. I hope we see some very low perfect counts.
Also synced very well, so I too expect to see very low perfect counts from both of them. Although it looks like Duncan did pick up a great at that crossover.
only by 3. There's a lot of these kind of extended 16th note runs, and then the foot switches. Krono wasn't ready for the switches run there. Gave up a good and a handful of miscellaneous other stuff, giving Duncan the lead back.
Still super close.
1 EX. Oh my goodness. 2 EX, flickering a little bit.
Here we go into the breakdown.
Whoa, after the big run, Krono steals back a couple.
Only up by 1 point after that. Shout out to Duncan not letting it get too far ahead. Keeping it mighty close.
I don't think Krono's gotten a perfect in like the last 150 steps. Nope, well I jinxed that, but either way, ooh, a miss in the foot switches, but an 8 EX lead.
We got the final stream. Krono hangs on to the lead and takes it 1979 to 1970 over Dunk. Dunk 27-2, full combo. Krono with an impressive 11 perfects. Great, good, and a miss. Still kept it within 9 points.
Man.
All right, so Krono is going to be up by 1, and what a second song
Yep.
to go to from here.
Greaser on the way.
Strangely enough, if this is to be believed, Daggers is Dunk's Protect? Am I reading that correctly? Is that correct?
It might be a seed thing. It's,
Okay.
I would assume it's Krono's Protect, because this is Krono's jam.
Naturally, right? Like, it would be weird if it was like, I'm going to pick that. I'm going to pick your best song on this list.
That would be an incredibly bold choice.
To get on, like, some galaxy brain thinking, some reverse psychology.
Oh, the crowd getting hype.
Somewhere out in the crowd, Hudson was like, man, if I was in DDR this year, I would rip one off on one of you all.
Oh, Flippin' Poyo getting Poe challenge. We had our first 19 on the other stream.
Of all the 19s they're burning up.
Yeah. I mean, what is a Phoenix if not a fiery chicken?
Ooh, that is right. We are in Texas, where the Tex-Mex do be a little bit spicy, and so depending on the restaurant you go to, of course.
Certainly is.
All right, so over on Psycho Fizz, we have some Texas barbecue going down with some Ho challenge between Flip and Pollo. I like how we have like the dual, the Colombia, the Puerto Rico, the
Yep. We got the Hispanic influence all up in here.
So all of my friends in Latin America, South America, I hope you are multi-switching, because I want to see y'all push some buttons in both of these streams. Like, and not to mention that, like, you have a 19 over there, you have an 18 that debatably some people say should be a 19, a ridiculous 18. We have some high skill going on both streams.
Also worth noting, Dunk playing this on left, Krono playing this on right. Both of them looking to turn those crossovers into candle steps. A lot of debate on what turn mod to play this on. A lot of players like using left or right because of the consistency. Shuffle is a lot easier in most scenarios, but you don't get to pick which shuffle you get, and not all shuffles are created equal. A handful are very easy, relatively speaking. A handful are much worse than the regular chart. So for tournament play, you'll see a lot more left or right mod.
All right, here we go.
Let's go!
You're going to hear silence from both sides.
Dead End Groove Radar Special, so named because it was literally written to max out the visible groove radar. So you'll see lots of freezes, you'll see lots of arrows of varying colors, a lot of foot speed, some slowdowns. Krono already off to the races, a 14 EX lead before a 100 combo even happens.
All right, to the first slowdown. Krono picking up a good, but still both players sitting on the full combo.
Dunk not letting him get away without a fight.
Speed back up. Here we go.
Those jacks just so nasty. 190 beats per minute.
Krono picking up his first miss.
And then, yeah, we see that. That's that practice we talked about.
All right, both of them struggling on the triple jumps.
I mean, everyone struggles on that.
That's normal.
Not a whole lot of song left. This is virtually a lock for Krono, but Dunk not letting it go.
And Krono is going to take it 2-0 over his teammate Dunk. 1595, 1493.
Really, really good showing. Dunk's still rocking a 970 machine score on Deggers, which is really, really impressive stuff. Krono giving Duncan the hug.